I've been taking people to Gikomba, and last week I actually took one of my subscribers to Gikomba, and she needed dresses. And this lady made me realize that so many things that I think that are automatic, they are really not automatic. Because when I go to Gikomba to select dresses, nikishika tu hiyo nguo hivi, I always know this is it. This is a good piece. But this lady made me realize that it's not automatic for so many people. So I decided I'm going to do a video to teach you guys how to select dresses when you go to Gikomba. And I mean dresses for resale. There's so many things that you should consider before baby a dress, and I'm going to be showing you all of that today. I want to make sure you guys thrive and your businesses thrive. And I also want to make sure that you're doing the right thing and you're getting the right dresses. Because this lady, so many dresses, I told her they were not good. She was like, how do you know? Because actually, first of all, tulienda kuanzia kwa tops because I'd gone to pick chiffon tops. And she was like, I've seen so many tops that you've given out that I would have carried. So she was like, "What exactly do you check? Like, how exactly do you know that this is the right thing?" So I said I'm going to do a video on the same, and I'm going to start with dresses. I'll maybe do a video on tops later to show you what you should be looking at, and what you should be looking at when it comes to chiffon tops. But today we are going to start with dresses because we also went to select dresses, and she was like, if it was not for you, I would have taken so many dresses that you've told me to put away. So today we are going to be doing that, and I'm going to show you practically because I have some dresses with me here. Okay, if you're new to my channel, you're welcome. My name is Benny Charles, and for my returning subscribers, thank you so much for always being here. I don't take it for granted. So there are a couple of things you need to consider when it comes to dresses. I've written some notes down. There are not so many, but they are very important points. And the first thing is size and length. When I started my business, I remember, and I've told you this story so many times. I went to Gikomba and I bought clothes for 15,000 Kenyan shillings. And let me tell you guys, most of those dresses were short. I had noted that people do not like short dresses. Some people do, but most of my customers are actually watu ofisi, and they don't like short dresses. I don't mean ati maxi. That is, I don't mean like ati they wear maxi, but at least wanatakanga nguo imefika magoti ama just a little bit ama just a little bit below the knee, because that is decent. Because I mean, they're going to the office. Some offices are very strict, and you also don't want to go to the office looking like you're going to a wedding. I have both dresses actually. I sell everything. I sell office wear. I sell nguo za sherehe. Like I sell official wear na fancy. So kama ni nguo fancy and it's short, then that is okay. But kama ni nguo ya ofisi na iko fupi, then that is not okay. There are short people, yes, but how many short people are you going to see when you wanna fit hizo nguo? If at all, ulichukua mob. So length is something that is very, very important. And the first thing that I check when I pick a dress is the length. Like inatoshana aje. If at all ni ya ofisi inatoshana aje. Kama ni nguo fancy inatoshana aje. Because also hata kama ni nguo fancy, you cannot honestly buy a very short one unless you buy it for yourself. Ama unless you have customers for short dresses. I mean, we have different customers. So if you have customers who are okay with those very short dresses, then it's totally okay. But looking at it, um we go for sherehe or for weddings or to those functions once in a while, but people go to the office every day. So when you're going to Gikomba to buy office dresses, make sure nguo ziko na height. So when you're selecting dresses, the first things first to check is the height. Also the size. You also don't want to buy clothes that are too small, because again, watu wale ni size 6, size small, I mean size 8 kwenda chini, ama size 8-10. So mi ni mkubwa kidogo, alright, but size 8 ni mtu petite na kuna tunyama twake, and then there are size 6 wenye ni wadogo. and kuenda chini, now hiyo ni size ndogo, but looking at it, most of my customers are size 8, 10 kuenda juu all the way to even 18. So when I'm looking at dresses, even you, when you go to the market, imagine, make sure you're buying clothes that are a little bit big, kwa sababu how customers, trust me, wako wengi. Watu hao ni wadogo, maybe watu wa college ni nini, but if your customers are the college people, then you can go for the small dresses, although pia kwa college kuna watu wengine ni wakubwa kidogo, but if at all your customers ni watu wa 8 to 5 office going people, make sure you have dresses zenye ni refu na dresses zenye size yake ni kubwa kidogo. Mostly I take size 8 kuenda juu. Nikichukua size 8, actually ukinikuta kwa shop yangu na nguo any size 6, a small dress, just be sure hiyo nguo ni kali sana, because I don't have so many people that are that small, and looking at it like logically, so many people wanaanzia hapo size 8, 10 kuenda juu. So the first thing you need to check is the size and length. Kama ni nguo ya sherehe na ni fupi, totally okay. Kama ni nguo ya ofisi, usibebe nguo fupi. So with time utaanza kurealize hii urefu kama ni standard, ama with time when you go to the market so many times, and when you keep on selecting the dresses with time, you'll get to know, like you'll get to figure out their height kwa sababu, ama length kwa sababu kuna ile ni standard, but anytime nione nguo refu huwa siwachi, if at all ni nguo iko na fabric poa. So that is one thing. Number 2, fabric. Kwa hizi nguo zote za mtumba kuna different fabrics. Kuna light, kuna zile heavy, kuna zile ile fabric ya official. Fabric official ni zile nguo huwa hazi stretch, but they are really nice, and especially kwanza by the way ukipata yenye iko na urefu ama na iko na cut, I will explain about the cut in a few. Kama iko refu na inakaa poa, those dresses, the official dresses are good, alright? Kuna zile the stretchy ones, and the fabric is firm. They are stretchy but the fabric is firm. Mostly go for those ones. Now you can find a very nice dress that is a big size. Kwanza size hata 16 or even 14 ni bigi, inakaa poa, but the material is very light. That dress is going to give you trouble ukipeleka kwa shop. You know why? From my experience, I'm speaking from my experience, I realized that hawa watu wakubwa plus size, acha niseme plus size ndio kusema watu wakubwa. Plus size people do not like wearing light stuff, because it's going to show at the end of the day, like it's going to show their business. And one of the days we used to wear petticoats, like atuvangi kamisi anymore, so there's no way we are going to be having layers of clothes. So most of the time utapata maybe wengine wanavaa tu baika ama wengine wanavaa tu innerwear, and they are good. So plus size people do not like light clothes. I sometimes take dresses that are light material, but I always make sure si nguo ya mtu plus size. Nguo ya mtu ka size ka yangu, I can take a light one, but then most of the time also make sure it's not very light. Kwa sababu most of the time hiyo nguo light as well, most of the time chances za hiyo nguo kupanuka zinakwanga very high. But if it's stretchy and firm, then you're going to be guaranteed that hiyo nguo utaweza kuiuza hata ikikaa kwa shop yako for a month, 2 or 3 months, at the end of the day utaweza kuiuza. So make sure when you go to the market you don't select light clothes. They do not have a market, and especially kama ni nguo za plus size, unless ni chiffon, because most of the time chiffon inakujanga na lining. Kama sio chiffon and it's light, and especially kama ni cotton, I don't know whether I have a sample. Let me actually get a sample. So this is a sample of a light dress. I don't know, yeah, you can actually see it well. This is a sample of a light dress. It's only double here, hapa juu kidogo ndio iko double, but huku chini ni light. So kama ni material, this fabric, you can actually get this fabric na ni heavy kidogo, and you can as well get easy light. I can be able to wear this, but mtu plus size atavaa hii nguo. You know why? Because it's going to show their business, and they don't want to look like, and they don't want to be seen like that. So if your target people ni plus size ama umepata tu nguo plus size na ni poa, just make sure always fabric yake ni mzito kidogo, because however beautiful that dress is, it's going to give you issues kwa sababu watu plus size hawapendi nguo light. Okay, you can check out such kind of materials. This is a stretchy dress as well, and the material is very firm. You can see that. All right, this material is very very firm, and it will not disappoint you, because mtu plus size kwanza apate nguo yake kama hii, they don't leave such dresses because they know they are rare to find, and they know it's going to fit so well, and they're going to be very comfortable, because at the end of the day everyone just wants to look good and feel comfortable at the end of the day. So if you're selecting dresses in Gikomba, just make sure the fabrics that you pick are very firm, and especially kama nguo ni bodycon. By the way, there's also this fabric, hii inaitwa poly. This is a material that they call poly, and this is my jumpsuit. So kuna this kind of material, I don't know whether you can see that. Yeah, kuna this kind of fabric, and most of the time pia ni kama inakuanga na, I don't know whether to say grades. This fabric unaweza pata nguo ya hii fabric ni light, na unaweza pata kuna this kind of fabric but it's heavy, and you'll get very nice dresses, and especially kwanza za plus size za hii fabrics inakuanga poa sana. If at all it's a little bit heavy, there's a version of this that is very light, stay away from those ones. But if you get this poly, because most of the time actually zinakujanga na a very nice design hapa hivi kwa waist, zingine ni wrap, and they are so nice. So if you get such na ni heavy, then you can go for it. If you get this one na ni heavy, well and good, but mostly easy hazikuangi heavy sana, but this one is the OG guys. Hii na hiyo poly, these ones are the OGs. I know you've seen these fabrics a lot. These ones are very good fabrics. This one, as long as ukishika tu nguo hivi usikie hiyo material ni firm, na ukifanya hivi unaona haiendi sana, that is a good fabric. All right, so watch out for that, because many people, and especially watu 8 to 5 are good customers guys. Hao ni customers wazuri sana. Just be sure when you go to the market, get some nice stuff. You're going to have it right. All right, so those are some of the fabrics that you should consider when you're selecting clothes. All right, another thing to consider is kama nguo iko na cut. I know this is something that so many people don't know, but I will show you what cut means. Cut means nguo iko na shape already. As you can see, this is my dress, and as you can see iko na waist iko snatched kidogo, and the hips can be seen. All right, so when you're selecting dresses, also look out for dresses zenye ziko na cut. I don't mean kama haina cut usinunue. I'm going to show you different samples. You're going to be able to understand what I mean. If a dress has a cut, that means that dress is really good. Like it's going to be even very attractive, because mtu akiona hivi ashaona ni nguo inakaa poa. Like this one, ukishaangalia tu hivi unaona already this is a nice dress. Iko na cut. You can see where the waist is at. You can see where the hips are at. All right. So that is also something else that you need to check as long as cut is concerned. Cut ni hiyo kitu nasema, like, you know, can see the bust, the waist is inside, and then the hips. Not all the clothes ziko hivyo, and it doesn't mean you haina cut hautaweza kuiuza. But that said, you also need to see that this dress has a shape. Hata kama haijaingia itoke kama an hourglass, they don't have to be hourglass by the way, because had is official, you can see very well huku ni bust, you know, a waist iko ndani kidogo, hata kama si sana iko ndani kidogo, then there's the lower part. That is something that you should always be looking at. Something else that I realize people don't know whether it really matters is there are dresses that have, do we call it a border, like ziko na line hapa katikati. Let me show you practically. A dress like this, unaona ingo iko na hii lining, so ni kumaanisha ingo iko na this part ya juu and this lower part. So for such dresses you should be very keen on the distance from your shoulders hadi kwa your waist, because sometimes you can get a very cute dress but then where the waist lands, like mali hiyo line iko upate ni chini. So at the end of the day mtu akivaa hiyo nguo it will not look good because the waist is not where it's supposed to be. I really hope you understand this. Because for example, this dress is just straight. This black dress is just straight. Haina any junction hapa hivi katikati. So for such a dress, you'll not have to worry about where the waist is going to land because it's just a straight dress. But a dress like this black one, this one, you have to be very keen on where this line is going to land. Hii line ingekuwa hapa hivi, definitely mtu akivaa hii nguo haitakaa poa. Ukishika nguo hivi, whether ni ya mtu mkubwa ama ni ya mtu mdogo, you should be able to know this waist ita land mali inafaa ku land. Because most of the times unapatanga you'll get a cute dress but then your waist iko huku chini. That dress is going to disappoint you at the end of the day. Ama you'll have to like reduce the upper part. Ya huku juu tunaitanga bodies. Nashonanga by the guys, so I know some of these things, alright? So this part ya juu inaitwa bodies yenye una connect na ya huku chini. So the bodies should not be so long kwa sababu ikikuwa refu hiyo nguo haitatoshea mtu poa and it's not going to look good at the end of the day. So that is something you should be able to see. Like there's this is my jumpsuit. The fabric is not very like it's a stretchy material, so you might actually think the upper part is big, but it's not. So anytime you hold a dress like this, you should be able to know automatically this waist is going to land where it's supposed to be. All right, so that is something that is very keen. Look out for dresses that have a cut. Those ones are not going to give you problems. There's another type of dresses kama hii ni shift. These ones we call them shift dresses. So hii iko tu like this is just a dress kwa sababu this one is not supposed to hug me, like, you know, hug every part of my body. It's just something that is actually meant to be free. So for that one you don't really have to be concerned whether iko na cut ama haina cut. Ni nguo unavaa tu straight and then you mind your business. They are called shift dresses. I know you know they are called shift dresses. So for that one you don't really have to worry about the cut ama whether the distance between the shoulders and the waist is correct. You don't have to worry about that. But any dress that has those two parts, like part ya juu basically kuna band, whether there's a physical band. The black one has a band, by the way. No, is it? No, it's just a design. So as long as dress iko na hairline, you should always be able, like, I don't know how you can be able to do that, but imagine ukienda soko, the more you go to the market, the more you will get it. The more utachagua hizo nguo, the more you will get it. Because these are things that I didn't know when I started, and you guys are so lucky to have me. Like, nawapachanga all the tea and everything that you should know. So that is something you should be very keen on, and especially when you're selecting dresses. Another thing is just the normal. You have to make sure the dresses that you're picking are not torn. They're in a very good condition, and you can be able to sell them. If you go to the market, you don't have to go home with 20 dresses. If at all you didn't get any, just don't select unnecessary stuff kwa sababu hakuna nguo poa hiyo siku, because utaenda ukae nazo kwa shop because they're not good quality. If you go to the market and get 3 dresses, imagine it's totally okay. Just go home, sell those ones, and wait to go the following day or the following week, you'll be able to get more. So those are the things that some of the things that you should check when it comes to selecting dresses. And another thing that you should also put in consideration, most of the time dwell on clothes that are stretchy. Those dresses will do you so good because you're certain, even if you're selling these clothes online, you're certain that they're going to fit, and they can actually be able to fit even the next size. Go kama hii, this is my dress and I'm a size 8-10. And mtu kama size hata 10-12 anaweza vaa hingo. You know why? Because it's stretchy. So if you can get stretchy dresses, the better. So such a dress, you can be sure it's going to be worn by the next size. So lean more on such dresses. So thank you so much guys for watching. I really hope you've learned a lot from this video, because the lady that I took to Gikomba the other day, alifanya nika realize The things that I do automatically are not automatic for everyone. And I really appreciate that I'm learning so much from you guys, because it even gives me more ideas, like more things to tell you people, kwa sababu hizo ni vitu nilikuwa nafikira ni normal ukishika dress unajua, because I mean tunavanga dress, but at the end of the day when it comes to business you're not going to buy your own clothes, you're buying clothes, you're actually dressing other people. So at the end of the day it matters a lot. So again, I remind you guys to subscribe. It's going to mean a lot to me. Don't forget to give this video a very big thumb. It's going to mean a lot to me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.